Looks like Fatima gonna end up in the hospital 2 different times, y'all. I said at this point you might want to reconsider what UGK said reconsider. But now, based on the trailer, it's the aftermath of the shooting and everything like that. They show Zach telling everybody to move, and he's running over there screaming Fatima's name or whatever. They show Angela on the phone saying that she needed an ambulance. Her girl got shot. First of all, based on the trailer, it don't look like she got shot. I could be wrong, but it don't look like she got shot, y'all. And if she did, she may have just got grazed or whatever. But regardless, throughout the trailer, you see her, so she's going to be okay. And they still talking about the baby, so she definitely going to be okay as well. But like I said, Zach is telling everyone to move out the way. They show Angela on the phone saying that she needed an ambulance. Her girl got shot. Zach screaming Fatima's name. The doctor is telling Fatima that was quite a scare. The stress can take a toll on anybody, especially a pregnant woman. Fatima is talking to Zach saying, make sure you don't, stress me out. Trying not to stress me out. Preston is telling Fatima thanks for, putting this together. Look like a dinner or whatever. They show Preston and Deja, girl, or man, whoever watching and listening, they show Deja beside Preston. I said, she done got him, girl. She done got him, man. But yeah, like I was saying, Preston is telling Fatima thanks for putting this together. They all at the table together. Deja is beside Preston. And I asked, are they on a date? Looks like they on a date together. And they all cheers and stuff like that. Angela said her girl growing a whole human and working full time. Zach asks if he can rub Fatima's feet as well as her booty. She tells him he can put her to sleep. That's when they go upstairs. Zach gets served. And I was like, okay, I'm assuming. Now, I know at first before I thought about it, and before I rewind the trailer, I thought this was just, how they show, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they show him getting custody up on Tyler Perry's sisters? But he got custody from Heather. I rewinded, and they don't look like Heather to me. That may be her mama or her aunt or something like that. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, this season for Tyler Perry's sister, season 9, didn't Danny ask where Michael was? And then Fatima said something about his aunt or somebody like that has him. So I was like, yeah. But yeah, they supposed to be going to court and stuff like that because he gets served. Zach gets served. Fatima reads the papers. And it said something about he's being sued for custody. Excuse me. He's being sued for custody as well as child support. So I'm like, okay, like could that be Heather coming back for, custody? Or could that be the aunt or somebody in relation to, what's her name? Heather? I don't know, y'all, but that's what it looked like. But they also showing Michael being taken away by the police and stuff like that. So I was like, maybe they showing us what happened because if I'm not mistaken, they just showed them, wasn't they meeting up with Andy or something like that? Or maybe it's different. I don't know, y'all. Maybe it's a different storyline. But then Andy helped them get custody or helped Zach get custody, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it was last season or what, but didn't she help them get custody? But yeah, let me see. Like I said, the police taking away Michael and stuff like that. Zach asking, what he gonna do. Fatima ends up telling Zach that they gonna fight this. Fatima sees Leslie with the same hair. It look like she at her job, walking by and stuff. They show her with the same hair that Fatima got now. They showing her in the same outfit. I don't know if that's a dress or, a shirt or what. They haven't showed it yet, y'all. But yeah, she got on the same outfit or whatever. And Fatima just looking at her and somebody asking her if she's okay. I was like, no, it's a crazy lady lurking. But they haven't shown Malachi yet, y'all. They're just showing Leslie. They're just showing her crazy tail. But I was just saying, with Malachi, the guy that plays Malachi, he's currently playing Martin up on Beyond the Gates. So I don't know if he's actually going to be in season 4 or what, but yeah, so far he's on Beyond the Gates, y'all, so we'll see. They show Zach and Fatima laying in bed, and you could hear something break. It sounded like somebody breaking into the house or whatever, so they show them going down the steps and stuff like that, and sound like Fatima saying that Leslie was in her house, and I was like, yeah, y'all gonna have to get rid of that crazy girl. Y'all definitely gonna have to get rid of her. Angela saying this is getting out of hand. They show them outside. Look like they standing beside Fatima's car, if I'm not mistaken. What else? Fatima says Zach can't find out about this, so I'm assuming she did something to her car. Looks like Bryce and Zach getting into another disagreement, another argument. Preston steps in between them. They show the guys holding Zach back. He kicks something. I'm assuming this still the scene after the funeral or whatever because they still have on black. Everybody got on black. And they also show him punching Jeremiah, but I think I said that part already. You can hear Zach saying he's not screaming or fighting anybody, but he's also not negotiating, and he's talking to Fatima. And that's why I said it looked like she's going to be in the hospital twice because she had an all-black hairstyle for this one. The other one, I think she had the blonde still. If I'm not mistaken, she had the blonde still for that one. Not Fatima, what's her friend name? Angela standing back there too. And that's when Zach is talking to her. They show Zach, y'all, and it looked like he about to hit somebody. And at first I thought that was Paul based on the photo that somebody uploaded on Instagram. But now it looked like Dr. Reed. And if it's not Dr. Reed, I can't tell you who it was. I can't tell you who it is. They show Deja. I couldn't see. She fighting somebody. She's outside in front of her red car. And she's fighting somebody. Look like they got on a blue jacket. I was trying to see, was it Fatima? But obviously she wouldn't be fighting Fatima because, she's pregnant or whatever. So I'm assuming it's the crazy lady, Leslie, or maybe one of her friends, Belinda or somebody. But yeah, she's fighting somebody or whatever. Belinda is throwing their clothes out. They show Fatima and she turns around real fast, so I'm assuming somebody scares her or catches her off guard. Fatima is telling Zach that she's headed to the hospital. They show them in all black still, and they're taking Fatima to the hospital. That's when they wheeling her out or whatever. The doctor's telling Connie that the cancer is spreading. Leslie losing the last bit of mind she has left. She losing the last bit of mind she got left, y'all. They show her. She just looking and staring. Y'all know what they be doing when they be looking crazy or going crazy. That's what she doing, sitting on the floor. Then they show a bunch of photos behind her. I couldn't see what the photos are, but I'm assuming it's pictures of Fatima, possibly Fatima, her friends, as well as Zach. I don't know, y'all. We'll see. It looks like Jeremiah is being taken away, y'all. They show them, look like the doctors have him. They taking him away, and he's saying, get him out of there. He's saying, please, or whatever. No, so you going away, buddy. You going away, buddy. It's time you get help. Look like Connie is crying and Zach and Fatima comforting her. I'm assuming it's Connie, but they show Fatima right there. They show a lady and she's leaning on Fatima or whatever. I'm assuming it's Connie. I might be mistaken, but we'll see. And Zach is also comforting her. Lori is back, y'all, and people keep saying that she the ex-wife. When they get a divorce? Did they get a divorce? I thought they was just, separated or whatever. I don't know. Let me know down below. But yeah, she back, y'all, and they show her look like is it Nate trying to hold her back? Nate trying to hold her back. Zach trying to interfere and hold her back. And I think Fatima, Belinda, and Angela all standing up there. I said, please tell me they ain't still fooling with this lady. I've been saying how Zach and Fatima both need to change out their friends for real. Especially Nate and Belinda or whatever. Now, Angela and Tony, they been making changes or whatever. But them other two, gotta go. Gotta go. But aside from that, let me see. They show somebody crawling on the floor. Now I don't know if that's the crazy lady, not Lori. What's her name? Leslie, or if that's Connie and she need help. They also show Tony, but they ain't write the part down. They just show him looking back or whatever. That's all they showed. But yeah, somebody crawling on the floor. Zach telling Fatima if something happens to her, he never forgive himself. She's telling him she'll be right there with him every step of the way, and that was it. I'm assuming that Fatima being in the hospital for the second time around has nothing to do with Zach. I mean, the first time technically doesn't have anything to do with Zach. It was Zach's brother. They was coming after him or whatever. He chose to run in the doggone house. And that's what led to all this. I'm also, like I said earlier, I'm assuming that she doesn't actually get shot. Excuse me. I'm assuming that she doesn't actually get shot, but if she does, it's not gonna be that bad because they show her all throughout the trailer. And I'm also assuming that the second time she ends up in the hospital, that it's gonna be due to stress, possibly due to the crazy girl, her friend or her ex-friend Leslie or whatever her name is. I can't remember if I said this or not, but Zatima season 4 airs September 11, y'all, if they don't change it, because they be changing stuff. They definitely do, but I'm excited to see what happens. Looks like Zach and Fatima still gonna be going through it. They still gonna be going through it, still having problems and stuff like that. She's still gonna be pregnant, y'all, because I know a lot of people was worried that she was gonna lose the baby. For me, I think what I'm excited to see, aside from the obvious Zach and Fatima, is the whole Deja and Preston storyline. Now, I don't know where they taking this or if they taking it anywhere, but yeah, I'm excited to see this. I think I was the only one saying that I wanted to see them together. People was like, no, she this and that, but don't they usually end up like that? Don't couples usually end up together who complete opposites? And I know a lot of people saying they need Preston back over there on Sister so that he can be with Danny. But how many times she got said she don't want this man?